There 8.1, we are given our directions right here on our screen, which says we are journalizing and posting adjusting entries. A partial worksheet for Darlene's delivery service for the month ended July 31st of the current year is given below. It also lists out different accounts. So what we need to do is, direction number 1 says use page 4 of the journal, journalize and post the adjusting entries. So right now, I'm going to keep these directions up here for a second to show you. I'm only pulling these few numbers from here. There's 1, 2, 3, and there's one more right down here. So there's 4 numbers I'm going to use. A supplies credit, a prepaid insurance credit, a debit for insurance expense, and a debit for supplies expense. So I'm going to take those all, journalize them as I'm supposed to, and then we're going to go through and post them to their general ledger. So I'm going to get rid of those directions. I also have a printed out copy next to me to guide me as I go. So first things first, I have my account title is going to say adjusting entries because we're only journaling our adjusting entries. Our date was July 31st. I'm going to use my A, which is first was supplies and supplies expense. So supplies expense is going to go first because I always do debits before credits. My next one is going to say supplies. All right, so right for my worksheet, a supplies expense was a 713 debit, and supplies in general was a 713 credit. Now, the last thing I need to do is put in my post refs, which we will do when we go to post these to our general ledgers. All right, so the next 2 transactions are the 31st. It's going to say insurance expense and prepaid insurance. Reference we'll get in a few minutes. And that was for $300. Debits before credits, and there we go. So now what we need to do to complete this 8.1 is go through and find our ledgers. I'm going to work right down the list. I'm going to start with supplies expense first. So I need to go through and find supplies expense. There she is. Date needs to be July 31st. All right, so July 31st. I'm getting this from page 4 of my journal, so I'm going to put number 4 there. And I'm putting a 713 debit, because that's what it is above, and bring it over for a balance of 713. And last step, this account 540 belongs right up here under the post ref, 540. All right, now I'm going to go to supplies, my supplies account. Now, for supplies, we have a balance already in there. We have a 31st. Page number 4 belongs here. We're going to have a credit for 713. So 963 minus 713 gives me $250. And I need to put a 140 up here. So if you can see, I took this account number and put it in my post ref, meaning that I posted that number to that specific account. All right, open up insurance expense. Get it to open here for us. There it is. All right, so insurance expense, we have a debit of $300. So date, July 31. Post ref, page number 4, debit 300. Debit 300. And put 520 from my account number up there. And last transaction, we need to open my prepaid insurance. So prepaid insurance, I'm going to close this one out. Is account 150. I have a 31st. Page number 4. I have a credit of $300. All right, so I have $1,200 minus $300. Gives me a balance left of $900 in the debit portion. And last step, account number 150 belongs here under the post ref. All right, so that concludes 8.1 work together for you guys. We realized and now have just journalized our adjusting entries, took our numbers right from our worksheet that was given to me in the directions and posted them to our journal. And then we turned around and posted them to our general ledgers while making sure we filled in our post ref, which belongs right here, and also our post ref over here on the ledgers with the page number. All right, so that's it for 8.1. Good luck. Give it a whirl. See you next time.